Okay, Reggie, I saw a video on this inside story with Damian Porter where he's talking about, or I guess he's watching videos and reacting to people telling the story about Bruce Richardson with the fight, apparently, where he beat up Buntree and Suge or whatever. Did you see this video and do you have any thoughts about it?
Welcome to another episode, everyone. The Kung Fu Gangster who knocked out Suge Knight, and weeks later, 2 weeks later, in fact, he was shot dead in his home. Not only that, soon after that, his girlfriend was shot dead. Now, his name was Bruce Richardson. Now, here at a club, Suge Knight, so let me go back. Suge Knight was connected with this individual, reportedly, allegedly. And Suge Knight owed this individual some money and did not pay him, refused to pay him. So this individual, of course, took exception to that. And they met up one night in a club or party, and Suge Knight tried to take this man's girlfriend, Bruce Richardson. So this girl went up and accosted her, told her, yeah, come with me. Bruce Richardson, he was not having that, already being upset that Suge Knight owed him money and was playing with him. So he uppercutted him, bam, and hit him a couple more times. You seen the footage or you seen the viral photos of Suge Knight on the ground, sleep, laid out? That was Bruce Richardson. Knocked him out cold. Again, 2 weeks later, he was cooked. But this individual had knocked out Suge Knight and Buntree from Pyro.
Yeah, man, you told a story about seeing Buntree and Suge Knight get knocked out by a guy named Bruce.
Was he actually fighting himself, or was Buntree doing the fighting?
They both jumped. They tried to do boom, boom. They lost.
Oh, so this dude Bruce fought both of them at the same time?
They lost, dude.
Yeah, I saw the video. And it's so unfortunate the guys be just taking videos from other people's videos and speaking on stuff that they don't really know about and trying to make it like, it's facts. Now, I know he just put a bunch of clips together. So I can respect that, but damn, I mean, at least get the stories right. So this guy over there telling us, and the only reason I'm correcting it because I don't care, especially about Suge, bitch ass. But I'm just correcting stuff so people won't always, because I know the last thing y'all hear it becomes factual with you guys. So Damian over there said that Bruce Richardson knocked out Suge at the club. Then he also said that Bruce Richardson got killed 2 weeks later, a day after. That's all debatable. If y'all remember with the interview with me and Slice. So I'm just going to break down the truth, tell y'all what happened, so y'all could know, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Then he got about 33,000 views. And so I just know a lot of people going on believe that's how the timelines are, what happened. All right. So the picture and the time that Suge got knocked out, we all know that was Greg the Barber, right? And so not Bruce Richardson. Bruce Richardson is the guy that Big Slice and I talked about. For those of y'all who was tuning in on the live streams, where Big Slice talked about, like in 93 or something like that. Bruce Richardson got into it, and that's even Keepy D even talked about it on Vlad, where he tried to say that he saw Suge and Buntree get beat up. It was at a club, the Red Onion or something like that in Marina Del Rey. Well, like I said, I never heard about that. And trust me, if Buntree and Suge would have got beat up, there would have been issues way before 95 or 96. I think it was 96 when, Bruce and Suge ran across each other again. All right. So Bruce Richardson is a well-known drug dealer. Matter of fact, he even used Suge and them used his car wash because he was a well-known factor in LA to shoot a car wash scene on one of Drake's videos. I forget which one it was, but it was a video that Death Row did back in the day. Suge. So we all know that it was Greg the Barber. So we already know that Damien got all of that wrong. It was Greg the Barber that knocked Suge out, and that happened in like shit. Oh man, 2005 or 2006. So that just show you right there how way off Damien was on this video. But the incident with Bruce Richardson, I can't debate. Not gonna try to debate whether it happened or not, because since Suge over there listening with that bitch ass choke no joke worrying about what I was saying and all of that, that's the type of stuff Suge should have been addressing on our channel when it's out there that him and a bunch of got beat up and knocked out, at a club in 1993. But I was with Suge in 1996 when we had an incident with Bruce Richardson. Damien was reporting like it happened behind a girl. Well, as y'all saw in the interview that we did with 6'8", it was 6'9" that had got into it.
So we're all at the club. Suge took us out. We out with Reggie, Suge, and I can't remember who else, but the group was out. And that was the night actually the Chicago Bulls had played the Lakers. So we was pretty much all in the club at the same time, talking to this female, and I guess that's when we found out his name was Bruce later. Literally had the audacity to push me in the back of the head and say, "You basketball mother, think y'all gonna get all the women tonight." I don't know, maybe he knew the girl or not, but I literally turned around and just swung flat out. And that's when the commotion, and we damn near tore that club up, me and my cousin, 6'9", and then Suge came over and told us to get to the car. Him and Reggie got us to the car. We left, and all I know is Suge said everything was cool, no more issues, everybody was good, and he took care of from there.
With Bruce Richardson at his nightclub, it was called the World Club. It was underneath the Beverly Center in LA. I remember the incident because we had a Mother's Day event. And after the Mother's Day event, we went to the World Club, and that's when we got into it. Well, not us. 6'9" and the 6 Feet Deep group got into it with Bruce Richardson. But even that night, I could tell Suge and Bruce had a relationship because me and Suge got in the middle of it, broke it up. Bruce was upset and, acting like he was calling his homeboys. And Suge kept saying, "Hey, Bruce, these my guys. I got it. And it all, went away. Well, we got 6 Feet Deep and Danny Boy and all of them in the limo. And me and Suge went back in the club that night while they sat in the car in the limo. But anyway, so that happened. But I always remember it was the night of one of the Mother's Day events. Now, this is where the story gets fishy. Mother's Day events happened in like May. Bruce didn't die until like the end of May or something like that. I don't know how my memory got that bad because I always thought it was the next day that we went, and this is how I remember it, because this was the night of the Made Niggas video shoot when Suge came and got me, and we went to and was dealing with Cantrock. Was the night that Bruce Richardson got killed. So whatever date that was is when Bruce got unalive. Everybody in LA that really knows LA know there was somebody that Bruce Richardson knew that killed him because he lived in a gated community and he turned his back on the shooter and was shot in the back of his head. And he let them in his house with no problems, whoever the shooter was. His brother got arrested for it, but I know there was never no following. But that's what the rumor always has been, that it was his brother that unalived him, because they had some issues beyond some money. So the only reason I'm coming on here and correcting the video is this, because got the players wrong, the timeline's wrong, and I just try to clear up facts with anything concerning Death Row. Now, there was a situation where Slice even told us on the video where one of Bruce's girlfriends got killed in a restaurant where Suge and them was also suspected of doing, and sometime in like 93 or 94. But I don't know much about that situation either. Just know that Suge and Bruce didn't seem to have a problem in 96 with each other. The problem was with 6 Feet Deep, not Death Row.
Reggie, I hate to interrupt you, but for all of our listeners out there that may be small business owners, I think this might be a good thing for them. There's 36 million small businesses across the U.S., and more than 70% of them need additional funding at least once a year. Traditional banks, we know the headache they can be, the paperwork, the long waiting, the credit decisions, all that stuff. And usually it's months until you find out whether you are or aren't approved. But that's where the sponsor of today's video comes in. If your business makes at least $25K a month, Delta Capital will offer you business funding with an application that takes under 5 minutes. There's zero impact to your personal credit, and approvals happen in minutes and not months. So do yourself a favor. If you're a small business owner and you're looking for funding to maybe reinvest into the company, hire new people, upgrade your equipment, whatever the case may be, click the link in the description or in the comment pinned and see if you qualify for same-day business funding of up to $500,000 from Delta Capital. Reggie, back to you.
Hey, y'all, that video y'all just heard, man, I'm telling y'all, it's pinned in the comment sections of our videos. It's 3 different programs that we have. Y'all can go and find out in our videos for the last 2 months which one fits you. There's one that's giving up to $1,000 for issues with being addicted to YouTube and social media. There's one where your data got jeopardized, compromised, if you had an account or you ever bought something online with Under Armour. And the third one is for you people that have a business where you can apply for a loan with Delta Capital. And they giving out loans. Y'all decide which one fits for y'all. Y'all click them and apply for them. They pinned in all our videos for the last 2.5 months. Okay, back to the video for today though. So, just don't want no beef with Damon. You know, Porter, don't know much about him. Just watch his videos here and there. A couple of my boys, Mob James and Bob Gotti, they always checking him out. And they the one that brought this to my attention. But, hey, did y'all check out the verses last night? What y'all think? What y'all think? If I'm keeping it real, I wish the Game and YG would have looked at DMX and Snoop Dogg's video when they did the verses. Isn't it so much better when you don't have all those dudes on the stage, when it's just the artist and whoever that's, you know, a guest appearance on the song or whatever comes on the stage. When you got all those dudes on the stage, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. They have some great songs, both of them. Great artists. But I really wish they would have looked at DMX and Snoop Dogg versus and took lessons from them on that. But who did y'all think won? Who did y'all like? I noticed YG pretty much was giving homage to the game because he was singing along with a lot of the game's songs with him and finishing it with him. So Game didn't appear to know none of YG songs, but YG definitely appeared to know a lot of Game songs. And so shout out YG and the Game. That goddamn Game, he running around looking like Bone Crusher now. I kept seeing him. I was like, God damn, is that Bone Crusher? Or is that the Game? But anyway, shout out to the Game and YG for putting on that versus. But maybe in the future, think about having a clear stage. Clear stages like that work in nightclubs, but at concerts, and definitely on versus, I don't want to see all the homies on the stage with them. Bomb first. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend and have a safe weekend. Because, man, this month is going by. I remember just all celebrating my wife's birthday and watching Mary J. We 7 days away from being in August. And y'all know what August is. And yeah, boy, August is coming up. Y'all want another date? Y'all want another video where y'all can post a date that Keepy D gonna get convicted? Or take a plea deal? All right, I'll give y'all another video. Y'all can post that date. A lot of y'all starting to be in those cold areas, about to get cold again. And we coming out with some new sweat tops on Bomb First. And so y'all might want to be one of the first ones to get some new Mob 662 sweat tops, Death Row East or something. I don't know. We'll let y'all know when y'all get them. Peace, Bomb First.